Alright. And hopefully we're live now. Holy shit, my computer is going at like 4 FPS. Why is my computer going at such low FPS? Alright. This should be live now.
Yeah, you're live on YouTube. Not on,
I'm waiting, I'm hoping Twitch.
Live on YouTube.
Okay, but that phone, shut up. I only use you for chat. Kinda useless.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully it's working now. Okay, it appears to be working. Okay. Hello everybody and welcome to Cringeworthy Studios. So today we have one of my favourite games of all time. And I got a Humble Bundle recently, after not playing for a few years. But let's get into it. So, story mode. Combat's very easy. Fuck you. We don't want to play story mode. Ooh. That's kind of cool. I don't want to play the normal mode. Retro, yes, indeed. By the way, everyone, we are in Discord if you want to join and talk to us, that kind of thing. That's the thing.
Still, oh, live, here we go.
Be live.
You're live on both. Yep. My flow so sick, I ducked the pandemic.
Right, silence.
I am with my
Silent, Rago.
grape juice.
Piercing the flesh of the sinner. One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. Tis perchance
Rago, quiet.
To face death and
Did you just tell Lord Dory May to be quiet? Jack, I'm sorry.
Rago, I'm listening to a cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Yeah, that was intense. Okay, so basically the premise of this game is that
Dory May.
you're a doctor in this game and you become a vampire, so you've got to choose between killing people and healing them, essentially.
To keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing.
Nor some holy retribution.
Dory May.
A true punishment.
In Debbie boy.
Rago. Rago, please be quiet for a bit.
It's the Lord's Prayer.
And be
How can you not love the Lord's Prayer, Father?
Retro, that would be a terrible idea.
Also, bringing my Switch tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just woke up in a body of Black Plague corpses.
The graphics are terrible, I'm sorry.
No, this is, they're deliberately this way in the cutscene. Also, I think my stream's doing weird, That's awesome, Goldie. I will, I'll have a look at that if you're okay with that. You know school today because you threw school yesterday? Ouch. That, does not sound fun. Okay, so I'm incredibly weak right now because I just woke up in a pile full of corpses. Blood on the floor. I've already seen this bit, but I only watched this far into the game when I first watched it, and I haven't played it for ages. Blood there.
You supposed to be drinking the blood, or?
So thirsty.
No. Feel so bad for this. Just for reference, that person's his sister.
Stepsister or?
No, like, no, sister. He just killed her. Because he's a vampire now.
I mean, if it was stepsister, that would be kind of kinky.
No, he just fucking killed her.
I mean, I'm into neck biting.
Mary! No. Mary!
Does she turn into a vampire?
Hold on.
No.
Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. No. No.
Just me. That look like Black Ops text.
It's the font.
Yes.
Pretty interesting game Activision's been making.
Oh my god. She's dead. Yep. No, he's a vampire.
It's horrible. It's a nightmare. No!
Alright, I'm gonna go play through. I'm gonna go practice through 16 nights covering. I'm joking, by the way.
He's wasting all the good sauce. Oh my god. Yeah, no. That bit is a cutscene. I can't avoid it.
Trolls are after me.
It would be better if it was a stepsister. Not gonna lie.
Okay, Ruggo, just
I need to get
silence.
What are you doing?
What is that running animation?
Yeah, the running animation's a bit dodgy. I do admit that.
What are you doing, step bro? Stop biting my neck.
Ow! Show me in the leg.
No harm. What's going on?
You just got shot. I was like, I'm just gonna stand still for a second now.
Oh, Mary.
Yep.
What have I done? What's all this?
I forgot all the controls. Okay, that's fucking dodgy animation. F. You used machete. I broke. I forgot how dodgy the animations were. This game's really good story-wise, but the animations are dodgy. Where is he? Where's the bad guy?
Now, I can defend myself.
Oh yes, I gotta run back and I think kill him.
Why doesn't he just, why doesn't he just jump over the barrels?
Because he's fucking dumb. He can't jump. As far as is there actually a button for jumping? I don't remember that. I haven't played this game in so long. Can just say keybind. Is there actually a button for jumping? There's no button for jumping. There, of course there isn't. And of course I fell in the hole where I can't jump. Oh, I know. I just have to break the barrels.
Oh wow, you that long to figure it out.
Machete. Ow! Don't fucking shoot me, you horrible person.
But you left me no choice.
Oh, can I
This just feels like Mad Max, except in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, pretty much. Next skill. What type of machete is that? It's a used machete, apparently.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Wait, what was it used for?
There was a dead guy.
I think it was used for the creation of 360 No Scope Arena, and in that case, it's the best machete of all time.
I'm just getting you to like. I don't want to lock on. Just run. Hey, boy.
Jump in the boiling
Okay, you know what? Just
metal. The flow so sick, I'm stuck in the pin.
he's like, I'm sorry. It's like murder someone. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. Didn't mean to do that.
I'm sorry for your family. Just kidding. Your family doesn't
Absolutely
exist. Kill them
filthy
already.
piece of shit.
My flow so sick,
Indeed,
I am
there are
stuck in
many
the
kills in this game.
pandemic.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking
Wait, so this one time someone holds a gun, he's like, oh no, I'm
Listen to
fine.
me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who
Jack,
are you?
you better get
What is this
Betty
all
home.
about? What in God's sake?
Just finish your drink and wipe the chin, love. Come, take it. Wait,
And he can't be in the
apparently
sun.
my flow is so sick, yeah.
Feels like it's
And
burning
I'm
me to the
stuck in the
bone.
pandemic.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Why the subtitles show up? Like,
Let me go!
I don't even know.
What?
Yeah, this ain't anime, we don't need no subtitles.
I turn on the subtitles so I can read the shit.
I need to find shelter.
I mean, I don't have the
Is anybody there?
volume up.
Clap
so I can
slowly.
hear myself.
Wow. Wow. Alright, Retro. I'll see you later. Who's got watching the thing on
Seems.
Nah, I'm not watching.
should
Nah,
be
you know
Who-
what? You don't deserve.
Bitsy, can you at least mute the stream?
That's what I did.
I can hear myself
Yes.
twice.
That's probably just through Discord.
Okay. Anyway. Open the box. Wow. Okay, let's read this. Let's hear. On what? Who's watching it? So, Bitsy, I'm echoing still.
You pretend nothing happened.
I think you're bad.
Memories.
Oh, for a second I thought something kinky was going on there, but then no, it was just
Mary!
you sucking neck.
Mary!
I mean, why your blood relative? I mean, like, make it at
sorry.
least step, you know?
Sake,
Whoever
Rago.
did this to us.
I mean, if it was stepsister, I'd be more than biting your neck. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, Rago. You are the worst person. Oh, look. This guy is dead. Very dead.
Might be
Sus?
I think he's dead. Or
I
she's
think
dead.
he's sleeping. I think he's sleeping.
Goldie, you pretend nothing happened?
No,
Yeah.
that looks like that looks like a stepsister.
Nothing
if you can do
happened.
stuff, you should. It might be your
This
stepsister.
one's dressed
Wait.
fancy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This
Let's
is...
run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. What you fancy it and share the takings? I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
He had his neck bitten too. Which means...
It's impossible.
Was I really dead? Yeah, no, that dead person needs to go.
I would cure people just to suck them.
Rago, didn't need to think of that.
Their blood. However, if you are a female, hit me up. I'll suck it.
Okay, Rago, really don't need that. Okay, here, mirror, let's look in the
It's
mirror.
a game about sucking. It's a game about sucking. What do you expect?
Does suck.
You can't see yourself in the mirror. Faking. Stop.
Oh,
It's unreal. I'm subscribing. This game is unrealistic. Vampires.
Guys,
We all know
why is his
vampires.
bone?
Can't
Who goes there?
Yeah, no, Goldie,
Vampires,
Rago is a fucked up person. Rago, just please shut up about the weird stuff.
he sucks at games. Kill him.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No!
what is that face?
No! I still have so much
Yeah,
to
the
accomplish.
faces are a bit weird.
an understatement.
The story of this game is really good, though.
I still have
That
so
was so
much left
sick,
that
I
needs doing.
He's not in the mirror.
Maybe because the mirror is very, very foggy.
That works.
Yeah.
Hey, dead dude. He shot himself, I think.
I'll be back on the stream later.
Okay.
Was he taking some sort of drug something?
He's a doctor, just reference.
What do you mean? He was just hitting up some meth.
Yeah, making animated games is definitely hard. Especially Game Jolt, especially. I do Unity.
This one's lost. We need to leave. And now. No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming.
I personally use
The orders are to
that.
evacuate the hospital. Done.
Scratch.
He'll
Scratch is the
live.
best
And now what?
of
We
anything.
fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
And now I have a gun.
No, it never got easy.
Alright. Let's see. I've got to find use revolver. I can shoot with the right click, I believe. Okay.
Just everything is used. Just like used in front of the name.
Okay. 15th October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. Basically, Becky's doing okay. It needs meds. Becky's the person who was dead downstairs, and the guy who's writing this is the guy who was in the chair. Oh, Becky's a vampire. I totally forgot about that. I don't want to sleep yet. Shit. The gun has no bullets? Yeah, no, the gun definitely has no bullets.
None of it.
You can sleep
The
in
what?
this game?
No sense
10 out
at
of
all.
10.
It saves. Got to search the rest of the house.
It's a nightmare. That's
It's
it.
definitely a nightmare. You have 2 puncture marks in your neck and blood all down your shoulder for no reason.
Night. I was gonna say it's a night or man Will's here, but he's not.
That's true.
So be it.
The gun has no bullets, dude. And...
Rational thinking only.
And I'm dead now.
Have bullets in it?
It didn't have bullets, no. But I can shoot myself anyway, because I'm a god. Oh, demon.
Vampires can make bullets appear out of nowhere? Wow.
Inside the gun. I shot myself and it didn't work. It's like, it did, the gun had no bullets, it was empty. Yep, I know, cinematic license. And oh look, I got a hole in my chest and the bed's covered in blood and I'm still alive! Because this is how vampires work.
I reckon they're just
that's
a
a-
bunch of like...
That's a decent amount of blood as well.
This is absolute madness.
Yeah, that's probably just like
I've lost touch with the real.
pink pool.
As mad as the moon, who takes blood in sunlight into a glowing reflection.
You know, he's a vampire. Just reference Goldie. He is very much a vampire. I can improve my vampiric skills. Oh yes. Oh, come on, I have to start with autophagy. Basically, this one means I can drain my own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly.
Where's the skill where he can make bullets appear out of nowhere?
I think that's later. So I've got skills like, for example, I can create a supernatural move on my target, cause damage upon landing. Oh yeah, this one's really funny, Rage. It basically is just a massive like AoE demon attack. The bite's always good. Increase health, increase stamina, blood capacity, blood absorption. You carry more meds. Oh yeah, this one. Carry increased bullets. Aggressive. Shadow Cloud's really good.
The big thirst.
The Blood Spear's good. Claws are good. Bloodberry is really good. It's literally just berry made of blood. Oh yeah. Coagulation is essentially it freezes people. It literally just makes them helpless. They can't do anything. They're literally immobilized. I have to use this one. Oh yeah, I forgot there's multiple ranks. Okay, so what this one does is essentially just means I can use it on myself, and it basically just regens me. I don't want to spend the points on it, but I have to. I can heal myself with my own blood. One aggressive skill, cool. Okay, should I use Claws, Blood Spear, or Shadow Mist? Anyone want one? You thought it would kill me? Yeah, no. I'm a vampire. I'm fucking weird.
Mist?
Shadow Mist essentially allows me to create a cloud of shadows that explodes.
Where's the one we saw?
That's in this area. But these are one of the three I can get now. Blood Spear is pretty cool from what I know. This is the first I've seen anyone play the game. I can't stop watching because I want to play myself at this point, and I haven't played it for so long I've forgotten. So the one thing to kill a vampire? Indeed. Well, there's actually multiple things like sunlight and wooden stakes and garlic. I want to have a garlic sandwich in this game, or in real life. That's hard. Do I get the garlic sandwich in the game or in real life?
Bullets.
Oh, actually, can you imagine just garlic bullets? Silver bullets are used on werewolves. I kind of want garlic bullets, not gonna lie. Just shoots garlic, pure garlic. There are a lot of things, yeah. So Claws,
like a potato gun.
Claws, Blood Spear, or Shadow Mist.
I say Shadow Mist.
Kind of think like Blood Spear would be kind of cool. That one costs.
Okay, if you think about it, Will's gonna make a bunch of jokes about
Oh yeah, true.
putting.
That's not Ruggo, Goldie. That's Bitsy. But yeah, he said potato gun. Yeah, have you never Goldie? Have you never seen a potato cannon? Potato cannon's awesome. It's essentially just a barrel with compressed air at one end, and you stick a potato in it, and it launches it.
That's it. You put a garlic in it.
But like Shadow Mist, Ruggo, Claw, they're all easy to make sexual jokes about. And Ruggo's gonna do it for all of them. He did, but I'm assuming he would put garlic instead in it instead of potato. But that's beside the point. I don't know. Shadow Mist, Blood Spear, Claw. I kind of want Claws. Okay, I'm gonna get Blood Spear. Gonna get Blood Spear. I can't resist. That's a lot of blood.
I'm not saving you from Will's jokes, so have fun with that.
So much XP for. Going to save choices. That's a lot of blood. He shot himself in the chest. Imagine a vampire dying by a potato. But how is potato go? Yeah.
Voice in my head.
You make.
If I'm not mad.
Chapter 1, Quarantine.
It must belong
Oh my
to one
god.
who made me.
They must know what 2020 is gonna do.
I must find him to understand. what I have become.
Is that alcohol? I don't want some. Just so I can, like try and... that's a lot of blood. It's still wet? Is it still wet? Hey buddy, you okay? I don't think he's okay. I really...
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
And on we goes.
My head's spinning.
No, Goldie, I legitimately couldn't find it. I looked again, I couldn't find it.
Come out, you coward!
Yeah. Oh. They're calling me a beast. I find that slightly offensive. What's in this way? That's...
I cannot enter.
That door's locked. That guy has a knife in his chest. Dude, didn't you know that's not healthy? You know, that's really not healthy. Oh, it's a steak. Why the fuck is a vampire using... Okay, whatever.
Oh yes, let me stab this.
I think I'm out of bullets. Okay, I'm so gonna get attacked as soon as
one bullet he had on himself.
Still in Southwark.
Also keep alcohol away from you. Yeah, no, alcohol's bad. I don't drink unless I... Shit. I don't want to kill. I really don't want to kill people. Steak inflicts stun damage. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, buddy.
Literally proceeds to kill people.
Gonna like suck his blood.
Keeps knocking him down.
Holy shit! That does a lot of damage. Can I feed on his dead corpse? No, I can't. That's unfortunate.
You gotta respect the dead.
Watch out!
I'm waiting for one of them to come up here.
This shouldn't be possible.
And there goes his neck.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Ow. Don't blame me, you moron.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
I do like how you said you didn't want to kill anyone, and now you just want to.
Okay, fine. I changed my mind slightly.
Blocks. This is pretty good stuff.
I just feel like murdering people. Alright, you know what? You're annoying me.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Okay, he dead. They all dead. Wait, oh, was that loot?
Okay, same.
Hey, loot! I murdered someone for 3 shillings. I think that's like 30 cents. I just murdered a man for 30 cents. Was that a good idea? It didn't... Oh, does that consume blood to shadow travel?
Oh, actually might be interesting.
Oh, I forgot the underscore. Okay, yeah. I'll have a look at it after this. I'm just a bit preoccupied by murdering people. Yeah, it's always fun. Is there stuff in the back of this car? What happens if I jump on top of the barrel? Oh, I forgot I can't jump. District status stable. Ooh, that does not strike fear into my heart at all, or happiness, or joy. I will kill them all.
Which part of it?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see who's in the area. Okay. London opinion. Your country needs you. Your king and country needs you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Yeah. You guys are dead.
Yeah, that sounds.
I used to be as far as I know, this guy used to be a field medic.
My poor sister.
Sounds
If only I had controlled my need for blood.
You ate your
Mary,
sister.
Someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked, all right.
I should have done that within mid-dialogue. Oh, can I? Oh, I can eat the rats.
I can't
neat
believe
rats in
I'm
this game.
doing
Okay,
this.
10 out of 10.
Well,
I need to play
it's
it.
literally...
I have this thirst for blood.
Hey, I got $1 off that guy.
It's locked.
Alright. Let's see. Yoink! Over there now.
The dizziness from the jump.
I can
I
now
can now
control it. There you got 50 cents. I think this is set in the middle of the Great Depression.
It's locked.
I'm not wrong. Oh, more rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Eat the rats. He sounds like Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I'm not actually sure who voice acts this guy. I'm assuming you're talking about the good Sherlock Holmes, the one with Benedict Cumberbatch, not
What will London have to say to me?
not the weird American one. Hey, I got $1 again.
It's locked all right.
Why is everything locked?
So many questions unanswered.
I'll walk through the window, probably. Hey, more money. District status stable.
Another corpse.
With the various
Very
streets.
streets of London become a mausoleum.
That is the question.
The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it.
Whoa!
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
What are the two reasons, Goldie? Toggle vampiric senses.
Fresh blood.
That's a lot of
The
blood.
smell is so strong.
Oh god, they're running animations again.
Hey, hey, hey. I think if I go here... Here it is.
Something dire must have come about.
I think he got jumped here and then got dragged down the edge. Let's get this blood over here.
Where has everyone gone?
The bloody handprint. When you're free from the bullies at school, yeah, no, school was always bad for that.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Casually eats rat. New hideout is available in this district. Killer's trail leads. Where does it lead? It's down here. Ooh.
At last, a little life.
No one notices the casual bullet hole in his chest.
Good evening, sir.
I
Wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry.
Things can only get worse. Which option?
Bye. Goodbye.
What's going on around
That is
here?
the best option of them all.
It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dogs.
The sewer
Any
dog.
story game, the one that
Nice.
makes everyone hate you is the best.
Nice, Goldie. Who is the sewer dog?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's a local bogeyman. Convenient answer for
Free
every
crime.
that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
This guy's so drunk.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I'm so tempted to kill him.
Are they stupid or something?
Oh, God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not.
Is it possible
not
to kill
thirsty.
dead
Well,
people?
grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Yeah, that is a good idea, Goldie.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here.
Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. A last ray
Right,
of
right.
light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets.
It starts biting
I
people.
never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, a Like a gentleman, I guess. Well dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me?
No funny business. This is a respectable establishment. Hmm.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Yeah. Jesus kills vampires.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
One eternity later.
And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
4,000.
You are not a vampire.
400,000 years later, yeah.
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago.
Rumors of violent murders.
The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
I'm not sure, yes.
Perhaps. This is all new to me.
I'm not even certain what I'm looking for. Yeah, Goldie, what's the question?
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. and pray we shall meet again.
Sure, Goldie. I'd happily try it. Hunt them around, track the killer, interrogate the locals. Rest to
If
evolve.
Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out.
With the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic.
Sure, Goldie, that sounds good.
Murders.
If you send it to me on Discord, it'd probably be better.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around.
What's the problem, Goldie?
The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
Not gonna...
Thank you, miss. Goodbye for now. Hello, sir.
And you're still ugly as sin.
What's going on?
You must...
I'll leave you to...
He didn't deserve this.
Welcome back.
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you, you were the only other...
I think you're hiding.
I hide many things from...
Int required.
Goodbye, Mr.
Int required.
I cannot enter.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Okay, so I need to talk to her.
Yes, sir.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight.
Don't think Tom wants to tell me.
Tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
William Bishop?
Yeah, okay, Goldie, that can work.
Earlier tonight and he...
Sure, yeah, that's
I
good.
thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened?
He was dead drunk as usual.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual. But my God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent.
Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret?
Gold, if you send it, I'll
Why not tell me about it?
I'll open it.
After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Discovered a hint. Okay, that's... Okay, Tom. Blood quantity, yep. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. I don't want to feed on him just yet. Oh, hints increase the amount of XP. Social Circle knows her. This game is awesome. And the really cool thing is each person has a different, like I can actually heal people as well. So they're both healthy. This person is fatigue, treatment for fatigue.
You again.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much.
You sent the link? I can't see it. Oh, chat auto deletes links. I'll quickly, I'll change the setting quickly.
Many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
Hi chat. Allow links. And I allow links quickly.
How was he tonight?
Goldie, might be better if you send in the comments of the video rather than the stream chat. Just wait till it's a video.
About how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
He wanted to kill him. Yeah, I can't change the links just now. I wanted to kill him. Yeah, it's only if the live stream's over. If you do it on a different live stream as well, I can check it on my phone.
I need to find him.
The matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Hear them muttering to each other. And themselves. That's a porch. Can't go out there.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
He has some leather braces on.
What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Wait, I think I for inventory. I do have the note. Note. Where is the note? Handle part, ammunition, I have some bullets. Junk, it's my watch. Oh, that's the diary. Shelter key.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Here's the blood again. You can't see the link in the comments? Okay, that's annoying.
Over there!
Okay, I'll try and figure out what the problem is in a bit, Goldie.
There's safer places to... Over there! If a man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job.
Lead plate and aluminium shards.
It's locked.
That's the way I came in. This is where I... Okay, physical, melee, and ranged. You can be resistant to that, and you can be resistant to blood or shadow. Red indicates a medium resistance. Red indicates high, orange indicates medium. He is not resistant to blood. Limited ammo. Okay, good to know. Okay, so I've got to go up there, I believe. Oh, there's another guy up there. Well, I almost walked off the edge. That's this nest of them cleared out. Are you so sure about that, good sir? Blood under there. Bunch of burning bodies. Ooh, I gained some. Don't want to go up there. Okay. New collectible. I know that some of our containers consider the best advantage to have in a fight against legions. They can't go during the day. God of Pruin. Holy shoot, they're actually like evolving the fight towards vampires. Alright. Let's see. Hopefully I can equip offhand. Details. Craft. I can, okay, I want to, how do I equip? No, I want to equip weapons. Hands. How do I equip weapons? Here it is. Offhand. Gun. Main hand. Use machete. That seems fine. G. Fire execution. Holy shit. He's good against shadow, but not blood. The problem is I'm out of blood weapons. Oh god, rats. I eat the rats. Actually, Goldie, if you're still there, if you go on Twitch, I'm also streaming on Twitch. If you go on there, you should be able to send the link in Twitch chat and I can copy that. Because I just realized YouTube blocks links and Twitch shouldn't block links. Okay. Can use a blood spear on that guy if I need to. The hideout there. Do I want to go to the hideout or do I want to... No, keep following the trail. You know what? Didn't mean to do that. Got him. So they're all weak against different types of things, so... I know the fire executioner guys are weak against blood, and there's a rat, so I can regen my blood. Okay, let's see. Where would the... Locked?
It's locked, all right.
Okay.
Fresh
Okay,
blood.
let's see.
The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Oh, it's a meatworks. Scythe. Ooh.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
You're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
That's the vampire. How? Stupid vampire v vampire combat. Oh, you're gonna pull that line, William. Holy shit, he's good. Get off me, you stupid vampire.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Okay, alright, oh good.
You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Okay.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Let's grab everything from there. Grab, is anything in there? Shillings. All right. Let's see. Bitsy, you there? Ruggo, you there?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was...
Yes.
What manner of creature was
You watching the stream still?
I have no idea. Probably.
You should watch on Twitch.
Still up.
Bitsy, you should watch it on Twitch.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal?
Only.
If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
Oi, Jack.
Yeah, Roger.
Is sudden.
I'm on my 4th Apple Juice, 1, 2, Rising Storm, and what's the other game? It's fucking awesome. Abzu.
Absol,
The fucking water game? Yeah, it's free on Epic. Get it.
Yeah.
You claimed it?
Yeah, I've claimed it.
Fucking oath. Wait. Oath. I don't know which one I should install first, though. I think I might go Rising Storm Vietnam first. Or... Have you played Absol?
Absol's pretty good, yeah.
Have you played Rising Storm Vietnam?
Yeah.
What should I start with?
Absol's really good.
What are their sizes?
Absol's smaller. Absol's a lot smaller.
So I thank you.
Yeah, but I think I want to do that solo.
Alright, Roger, you watching the stream?
Yep, they're still on. Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming. We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
It's locked.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! It's my turn!
Rotten all prestige. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out? Whoa, I feel...
As a stab wound in his chest doesn't die. That's fine.
Did I black out?
Gave insufficient blood for either my healing or my weapon. Damn it. Could kill him, but I don't want...
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
I wonder who the voice is.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It was great.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are good and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright, let's go in here.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit...
I'm just watching the learning story.
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
A gun is what everyone needs these days. Bullet. Kinda should buy some. Shotgun shell, aluminium powder, aluminium shard, grease, and screws. Holy shit, that's expensive. I'll buy 2 bullets. May as well.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
They know we are overwhelmed by the...
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Welcome back, Goldie. I'm just doing some story-based stuff.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was
worse? 2019? Oh, yes.
What if in the end?
December 2019 was,
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Yeah, late 1919.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease...
yeah, bats. The kind of theory is bats.
That doesn't mean...
Goldie, not necessarily. There's actually a lot of countries, to be fair.
I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
True.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
I mean, to be fair, the theory is that like any country could have caused a similar outbreak under similar circumstances. It's just bad luck that it happened in China. Animal disease transfer is quite common in most countries. It's just a lot of disease. It's just unlucky at this particular virus. No. To be fair, if it had been any other country, it would have been the same situation. It's not China's fault so much as just people moving around too much in general.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Required for all of those.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
I cannot enter. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard.
Yeah, Goldie.
Patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin.
Sure, Goldie, I will.
The
I will.
concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional?
If you can tell me the link, I'll type it up now. I'll just type it out without the actual link bit, and I'll type it in. Just don't send the .com or whatever at the end, and then it should link it. It should not do a link and work.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby.
Wait, the what?
I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Okay, sure, Goldie.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me, for I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
That's what you think.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
There was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life have strange effects on one's mind, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let's just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already—
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I—
Yeah, without HTTP, yes.
Should express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
That link worked, Goldie. I'm just testing it out now. Okay, I'll play. I've kept that. That's open in my Google Chrome, so I will play that after I finish the stream.
I don't know what you've...
I don't question...
And what
I served in the...
Be careful what you...
I only want you...
This is ridiculous.
You see?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Hello there.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
Playing Genshin Impact.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad
Like the
first
cheery
impression?
that I am.
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you.
Dude, Blitz is unmuting, just say
Yes.
weeb.
And I paid without question, considering the urgency of the
Blitz.
situation.
Because I swear I just heard that.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
I swear to God. He, like, straight up, Blitz is so
Goodbye,
quiet
Mrs.
for me. Oh.
Yeah, Bitsy, you're really quiet.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really?
He's just constantly
Why are
unmuting
you
and
here?
saying weeb.
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this
Oh yeah, I
pain
sent you a
is the
message.
reason you're
Anywhere
here.
I can go.
Is
Okay,
someone
cool.
taking
Sounds
care
good.
Yes.
My parents were planning to take me out, but like,
Could you at least
Jack
tell me your
invited or
name,
something
sir?
like that. Okay, cool.
All good.
Mortimer Goswick.
Family trip. Kill me.
David, you watching the stream?
Wave game.
Yeah.
How painful is your throat, Mr.
What am I doing?
Painful.
What do you want me
I
to do?
can't talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient
playing
have
a
to
wave game.
communicate, sir.
Yes, I'm playing Genshin
Would it
Impact.
help
You got a
if
problem?
I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts.
Genshin Impact is a game which
Perhaps
all the
your
cool
sore
kids are
throat is
playing.
just the consequence of something.
Isn't
more.
it just like
Yes, maybe.
Zelda Breath of the Wild?
But I don't
Yes.
want to talk or even write about it now.
Except a gacha game.
Yeah.
How painful.
So painful.
It's not Dokkan Battle, so I don't care.
Oh no! Oh yeah, have you watched the new Railgun season? You fucking weeb.
You think I haven't?
Yes.
Why did your
To be honest, I'm not up to like whatever episode 21 or whatever it's up to now, because I couldn't be bothered.
The double sub.
My mother just wants the best for me.
I have no idea what the sub's on.
She won't rest while
I was just paying attention to what the dub was on.
Oh yeah, I'm watching the dub as well because I just started off with the dub and can't be bothered to move back.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sub's on 21.
It's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
I'm just praying that there'll be more episodes. Like, don't you dare stop at like 23.
In good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, I just...
My mother.
I should have stopped in like episode 20.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful.
Yeah.
I'll let you get...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
I gotta go now. See ya.
Okay.
The weeb level was getting too high there.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So you watching the Twitch stream as well? You know?
Nah, it was too busy
evening,
watching virtual
I'm
YouTubers.
Dr. Reed. I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Did you
All
get
I
the
want is to
joke?
get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr.
I'm assuming
I'm
not.
just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work.
I don't even have you
and
followed
my
on Twitch.
family.
Yeah, that's probably
I
not
was
a good
more
thing.
curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family.
Content to Twitch Goldie, all good.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable.
Thanks, Bitsy.
And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility.
My mic is special.
My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
It's very quiet.
I'm just thinking about the game. It's very interesting.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
It's just a bunch of talking.
I do like this game. It's a really good story game. Have I talked to this person yet?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
There is just
I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr.
Like
Reed.
there is just this one price, and it's for all anime games, which is over expensive.
Please, could you
like,
tell me
are
something
not,
about
you should not be paying that
I'm
much
a
for an
great
anime
admirer
game.
of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me. but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Wait, what have I done?
What do you mean?
Tell me about the
I went to go look
Well,
for
it
the
has always
price
been an honor to work
so
with
I
Dr.
clicked on
Swansea.
buttons and clicked on the Windows
With
button.
your arrival, I
See if
can't
it
think of a
show the
better
price of
opportunity
it.
to learn about
And
blood
now, for
transfusion.
some reason, it is installing files into my computer.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious
I
attitude
do
in
feel
these
very
difficult
scared.
times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test
not be
of
afraid. If
endurance
it's free,
and
I'm going
dedication
to-
for us men of science.
Questions remain about
Run.
our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true.
Because Gotcha Hell is a horrible
Last summer,
thing.
during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you
That's
need
what you
help
should
with
play
anything
for
in
a
particular?
stream.
Well, yes.
Okay.
maybe.
Weave
I'm
Impact.
waiting for a batch of
No.
products I ordered for my personal
No, I'm not doing
research,
that.
Yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with
That
your
would be pretty
reputation and
funny.
all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Oh god, I am probably installing Japanese.
What do you
files.
think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded.
Oh god, here we go.
Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question.
So what? I can run the
I
spyware on
want
my
nothing
computer.
but
Here
to
we
save
go.
my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Oh, here we oh no. I made a huge
Tell me
mistake.
Mr. Fiddick's story.
Yes, Goldie?
First diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury.
I
He
just
first
realized
claimed it was an accident.
I'm
But
just
why would he
screwing my
hide
internet
such
by
crucial
adding
information
Twitch
from
and
us?
Chrome open at the
Because
same
he is a
time.
proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of
Oh my
impartiality.
god, that looks amazing.
You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not
When I'm going to join? I'm going to join after
converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance
after I finish the stream, which should be in about an hour or so.
With desires, hopes and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones and flesh.
Goldie, that sounds like it hurt. But all good. I will, personal questions, what did I miss?
Tell me more.
Harvey Fiddick is...
What is it?
Fair question.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay, I've got to feed on someone at some point, because I'm running out of blood.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I don't know. I managed to accidentally.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Yep.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Install some
Any news about
dodgy
my
anime
operation?
You're in where you are. It's 1:47, just after midday. For me, it is 10:48 p.m.
Tell me about your
Will's
injury,
bedtime.
Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double.
They have a Discord.
She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Ouch, yeah, nettles are pretty bad.
Why close the hospital's main?
It was for sanitary
yeah,
reasons
they're pretty
after the
bad.
beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have.
Ouch, Goldie, that sounds painful.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Yeah, no, I've done the beep test before. They're in Australia too, and it was always fun.
I don't think so, sir.
Why? When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Yep.
You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh no.
A pawnbroker?
Okay, so you land with your back head and go, ouch, yeah, that sounds painful.
Sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy.
Ouch. That sounds painful.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I want to be helpful, sir.
It's currently 11 PM in Sydney.
But the good news is,
I'm in Australia, by the way.
Before losing our humanity, sir.
Okay, let's see. So you're ready to die.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Why can't I opium? Okay, what can I sell? No weapons. Let's just say at the moment I want... I thought I bought bullets.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to...
Please show me what you...
Of course.
I want to buy the enigmatic formula. Okay, let's see. Need to rest to evolve.
It's locked, all right.
Who haven't I talked to? A Croyd. I kind of really want to kill a Croyd. Just because he's a dick. He has 4 resistance. He'd be hard to take down. Dorothy Crane looks to be really, really surprisingly hard to take down. Fatigue. He has. I can try and cure that. Freud I kind of want to take down at some point. Pippa Hawkins, she's got 3 mental resistance. Crawford's 2. Elwood has 1. I can take down Elwood. Unknown. Where everyone is. Okay. Let's see. Is there anyone on my Howcroft I kind of want to kill? Do we have any detail? Other than Cotard syndrome. Does she have any other? She has 2 other secrets. Really, Swansea's up. He has 6 brain power? Holy shoot, he's powerful. Used hacksaw, that's gonna infect a bunch of people I hit them with it.
I cannot enter.
Oh, is this...
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my...
Is there a way to do what?
At least I won't be sleeping
What?
in a coffin.
Is there a way to do a pacifist run?
Yes. I just have to kill no civilians. Which is kind of what I'm planning on doing, but I really don't. I'm not envying myself for that. Analyze. Oh, that unlocked a lot of bronchitis, pneumonia, sepsis, anemia, fatigue. Okay, fatigue. I need to cure fatigue. Blast oils, quinine, ferrous tartrate, sodium hypochlorite solution. Okay, that seems like a fucking awful idea. Serums. Light regeneration. Holy shoot, that's a lot of stuff I need. Huh, it's almost... Light regeneration is basically a cure for fatigue. I don't want to upgrade any of those. Use machete. It has decent speed. Okay. And then here, recyclable. Okay.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Econ. Oh, shit. I did not mean to close that. I really want to read that. Notes. Article on icons. Okay. Jeez, that sounds interesting. Econ's, it must be what I am, which is the true vampires. And then what was the other one? The other one seemed to be, what was it called? What was it called? What was he called? Law, yeah. No, that's not it. Maybe it's under my notes. What was... Monomorgosmic has fatigue and a treatment for fatigue. He's the pillar, so I need to kill him if I wanted to stabilize the area. I really don't want to destabilize the area. So I'll leave him for now. Tippets has a lot of secrets. Milton Hooks has got a lot. Hawkins has a decent amount. So, what's the normal amount of secrets? Who has the most? Clay's got a decent amount. Oh, I left him alive. If I'd have killed him, I wouldn't have been able to follow that path. He needs fatigue. Dustin needs fatigue. Cure. Sean seems to be fine. Tom Watts. Mesmerize. I have one mesmerize level. Okay. Tom's got a decent amount. Oh, Sean is the guy we saved from on the boat. I've known all those guys. Okay. Okay, Dorothy's the head of something. Oh, that's a serious one. Okay. And then we don't know who that is. Okay. Local investigations. The docks, no investigations. 500,000 minutes later? No, I think I said it earlier. It's just past 11 PM. So it's almost midnight. Ingredients reach the pharmacy. Milton need to enter the backyard garden. Thelma need to find out who's spying on Thelma. Okay. I have almost no life or blood right now. I'm really badly injured. Okay. I want to figure out... Oh, Skrulls. Skrulls are the ones that are the bad vampires. And... Ekans are the good ones. So if I level that up... Like what, how much skill XP do I have? I have 3 XP levels. Increase blood capacity. Increase damage when using bite in combat. Claws, shadow mist. Those are still locked. Level 10 required, okay. So, what should I level up? I don't want to read this one. 1400% damage. Okay, don't need that just yet. Life regen. 50% heal. Blood capacity. 50% blood capacity. Okay, can I upgrade Blood Spear? Need to be level 8. Okay. I don't want to get claws, but I think health probably a good one. Oh, I can spend points. Just like that. theoretically I'm too low level, but I could spend more points. For example, I could get coagulation. Well, I'll immediately grab that one. I'm not going to grab that one though. Increase bite damage. And do I have enough for any others? No, I don't. Shadow Veil looks ridiculous. I need that. Holy shit. This game is awesome.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete,
alright,
I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? The flower's dying. It needs water.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Yes, Doctor?
Exactly how...
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Good evening, Doc. Please show me. Of course.
I need opium. I definitely need codeine. And I'll buy an opium too. Gamma, welcome. Hello, how are you today? Glad to see you. Where is the Fall Guys Season 2? Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that had come out. You're good? That's good. I'll definitely check out Fall Guys Season 2 sometime soon. Yeah, I'm not going to that place. Yeah, I'll definitely check out Fall Guys Season 2 sometime. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh, Goldie, I should mention that I probably won't have time to check out the link you sent me until the morning. Because I do need to sleep after stream. Because I've got stuff on tomorrow. But I'll check it out in the morning. There's like a few maps added to the game and style of maps mostly changed. Alright, I better check that out then. I've heard some good things about it so far. My brother's been playing already. Need to find the scowls. Okay, there's really... I love pseudo-horror games that aren't actually meant to be bloody horror. It's above me. And probably... It's the front door. Don't want to go out there. Oh, I'm in the morgue. Ferrous tartrate, quinine, sodium hypochlorite. Shouldn't be that hard to find those. Since it's a medical area, there should be some of those everywhere pretty much. Okay, I don't want to go down just yet. I want to go this way. Sodium hypochlorite. That would be a... I know what that is. Only real life list, so that should be... That's shillings. Where would the sodium hypochlorite be? I can imagine it would probably be upstairs in one of the gals. Holy shit. That guy damaged me a ton.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Another one in there. Can't. Okay. Who's that? That way, there's another one that way. There's another one that way. Oh, that's just the chemicals. Quinine, yeah, I would have guessed. How many more skulls are there? Apparently I can't open that door. Bullets and shotgun shells. Oh, that'll be nice. I had to run. Oh shit, the shine of the cupboard scared me. Okay. I just realized I'm talking really quietly.
This key will
More underground key. Okay.
To the basement.
And bottle of alcohol. It's not what I was looking for. Okay. Fucking fighting Dillard. Oh, good, got Queen in. Was hoping I'd get some of that. I can use that.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Iron tartrate's a really interesting chemical, actually. But I need to go. Have I been in this room? Yes, I believe I have. Go up downstairs, but I'll go upstairs again. Bedding. There'll be a skull up here. No, can't get in that room. Water-rich blood samples. Okay, cool. That was what I was coming up here for. Alright. You forgot you didn't have school and woke up at like 6 AM in the morning? Yeah, no, fair enough. Holy shit, what was that? I think that was... I'm not mistaken, that was a vampire teleporting. Skull there. I can... There's another one? There's two. Of course there's two. It's one down.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
The atmosphere in this game is definitely very much pseudo-horror. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! There was another one behind me. And there, he's down. Okay. Oh, I got a ton of ferrous tartrate. Okay, that's great. Sodium hypochlorite. That would be over here, wouldn't it? That's got shillings in it. Nope, apparently not. More of the fuckers. Get on the right side first. Okay. Won't open that door yet. I'm gonna go down the left side next. Cover all the bases. Yep. Fuck you, Skull. Maybe. Ow! Okay. I fucking died. Let's go in here. That is something on the ground. These fucking sound effects. So good, but lost files. Oh yeah, Cringe, could I find you? No, I haven't checked yet because I was still doing the stream, so I'll check as soon as the stream's done. I should be able to find it though. I did forget the underscore. Yeah, no, the sound effects, they're good. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, they're really good sound effects, but and they are necessary. It does make the game really cool, but it's just I fucking don't like horror games. But this game's story is so good I couldn't resist. Okay. The harder they fall. Find out the cause of death. Samuel Connor, Caucasoid, sex male, age 39, home address unknown, occupation fisherman. Death natural, probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia with virus, induced pulmonary consolidation, / influenza. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Current Tibbets. Tibbets was one of the good Tibbets was the good doctor, right? Tibbets was the good doctor.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked, all right.
The fact that doors close behind me, oh my god, I hate it. Why do the doors have to close behind me? I'm creepy enough as is. There's gonna be one here, isn't there? Skag? Where's the skag? There it is. Oh, John Doe. What? Oh great, he's a... I don't think he's a skag. Is he a skag? Definitely is a skag. Oh shit, he might actually kill me. Oh my fucking god, this is obnoxiously difficult.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
That was a hard fight. Why is there a watery blood circle?
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Craft the treatment for fatigue. I'm going to check what's around here. Anything that I missed? Nope. That fight was ridiculous. Just gotta read chat again. Also, your game isn't as long as games on Game Jolt. No, okay, no problem. I'll definitely have a look at it. Cure fatigue. Make a craft a cure for fatigue. Oh, I need to bring it to Dorothy Crane. I can't use it on someone. Okay, I was going to use it on that child or whatever, little teenager. If you can even play a game, think... Okay, so it's short. Okay. I'll definitely have a look. There's another bag of ferrous tartrate. Okay. Please let there not be any more. Oh. I just realized I can do this. Yep. I figured he was there. Knew there was going to be another one. Fuck you, Skag. Okay, and heal again. I'm almost full health. Okay. That guy. Postman. Okay. 30 meters this way? Is he up as well or down? Okay. I have to go up the stairs. Rogue. There's another one. The Skargs. They scare the absolute shit. There's two of them. I don't know if I can beat two of them at once. This way, there's a person. Okay, let's take him. Okay, fuck, shit. Out. Really? That was stupid. I couldn't kill one of them so the other one wouldn't get stunned and bled. Oh man, please tell me I don't have to start somewhere random. What am I up to? Quest. Still haven't killed any humans. Oh, I'm to chapter 2 now. Okay. A lot of people seem to be suffering from fatigue. Local investigations. Okay. Think is that the one, or is that no? I kind of want to track that one, or maybe that one. I don't know her. Okay. You know what? Don't. Oh my god, there's so many skulls. Okay. Yeah, rip. I died. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need to live anyway. I'll just leave. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so I need to go to the hospital. Is that Pembroke? I believe this is... Where's this? Okay, this is the hospital. Dorothy Crane is... Thelma Howcroft. I want to eat her so badly. Just weird. Someone's here. See? In this room.
Not now.
Okay, not now apparently. Even though I'm literally the guy who is the vampire. Would just kill him. I wouldn't do that, but like. Oh, Sean! Oh, Sean.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory.
Oh, I love this guy's accent.
Awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Doc.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Yeah, Goldie?
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide.
The game take a while, but I'm going to. It does take a good few hours. I think it's a 28-hour game. I'm just having fun playing it. I'm probably going to end off the stream in about 20-30 minutes. I'm just enjoying this.
She's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Unknown. Who's unknown? He's in that room.
It's locked.
Locked in that room.
I'm sorry you
It's locked, all right.
Good medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
I hope that might help.
It's locked.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
It's locked.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of...
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here.
Okay.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Just a question for you, Goldie. How can you actually hear the characters?
Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be
Like, how loud are they?
to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess
Okay,
it's fair
good.
to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Mill.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Goodbye, Milton.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Magician tomorrow Warzone stream? Sure, I'll try and get up early and do that. Let's see, I want to see if there's, no, don't have any more hints for this guy.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I'm looking for, okay, Mortimer Goswick, I kind of want to give him the cure for fatigue. That person's hidden somehow. Swansea is up there, Holcroft, Strickland, Ackroyd, Dorothy Crane, there. Yeah, there she is.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I wasn't talking to you, Ackroyd.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed...
Many thanks, Doctor.
Oh, this is the guy I was going to use it on anyway.
Dr. Reed, may I have...
What can you tell me?
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Blundering idiot.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'll never forgive
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. I cannot enter.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
What one should I choose?
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We
Yes,
are
Goldie?
paid to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the dock.
It's now 3 p.m. for you.
I feel it
It's just after midnight for me.
to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings in the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
But to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skrull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skrulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skrull?
A Skrull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Sorry, I'm just reading this. Okay. Think I will... think I will end the stream here, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you liked, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch. All the other socials are linked somewhere. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later, I believe. If I can just find where I'm meant to go next. I will stream this again sometime soon, hopefully, or maybe I'll just play it on my own. Not 100% sure, because it's a fun game, but I'm not sure if it's the best thing to stream. Just because I don't know how interesting it was to watch me kind of wander around and do nothing important. But I will
I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
I will end the stream now and see you guys later.
You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
What are you speechless for, Goldie?
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah, Goldie, I have to go to sleep. I'll see you guys all later.
Is Lady Ashley.
Bye.
I remember you well.